in public execution from the Mbessa to be able to follow up alongside the Galio. You have so much crowd control from the side of BLG. We need to see that'll just mean that BLG, they're going to use this priority. They said this bottom lane is now away. That's the first dragon of the game and potentially a dive as the Shy has to use the ultimate. The Equalizer tearing down this minion wave and preventing the dive.
Yeah, top laner. Slowly here, Alk. Just a couple of advantages that BLG are picking up. They get another kill.
Oh, and there it is. It's going to be first blood going over to Elk and on that trade earlier advantages.
Yeah, they're playing very heavily for these neutrals, and Bin now's the one under fire. Mako, JJ, a lot of point and click.
Okay, teleport is invested. It's Knight going to be there first. Public execution to dodge out on the solar flare. Mako potentially going down next. It's the flash from Knight. It's the winds of war that blow away IG and bring themselves
to disengage, but they're caught in two minds. And they're going to go again. TP just to the top side now by Bin.
Hey, they said, look, if Knight's gonna stay here, then hell, we'll just take a second one if we want to. The first dive may have not worked, but now the dragon spawns. You know
he just keep his verdict at nothing.
Oh no, well that's an important ultimate. That is also the teleport coming in from the Shy. The ultimate, the Grand Starfall, flies forward on, hits nothing with the Pot Blossom. Elk is roasted alive. The curtain call is coming on through. Can BLG fight outside of this dragon pit? They'll finally be able to grab themselves the feats of warfare.
Nobody's got smite!
Nobody's got smite! JJ's gonna just straight up take the dragon, and BLG are gonna fight their way out. Finally, after this objective has fallen, it is multiple kills. It is as sloppy as possible, but this is exactly what we expect from BLG versus IG.
I don't even know what happened in that team fight. Alk, there was just a lot of pretty colours, and now On's just killed himself to walk up to Root Gala. Bin flashes forward. And this is the craziness of the LPL. In game number 1 of our best of 5, I think IG, okay, cool. Youmu's Q flash from Elk takes down Gala. He's annoyed that he got killed off. And a great sidestep from Knight there, dodging out on one of JJ's Qs means that he's able to survive as well.
Okay, we're coming back to live. Patron's going to send this engage, snap him into the wall. Keeper's Verdict lands this time. JJ's not going to be as lucky. Another kill goes over to Elk, and we have to imagine Mako is next to fall. 2 kills for free coming in for BLG. And we're really starting to snowball the rest of this game. On's going to get a little bit of damage down, but they're going to turn this right back on to JJ. The entrance from Knight gets immediately countered by a shockwave from Rookie, but it is more members of IG falling. Rookie is going to be the last one to go, and they thought they were turning on to BLG. Well, guess what? BLG make a snap play. They take down Rookie. They also summon the Rift Herald. Everything is going Bilibili's way in this game number 1.
And that's the exact fight that BLG needed. It was handed to them by JJ.
Play the side lanes a little bit better than your opponents, and that has just not been the case here. Feels like they are getting sucked in to try to find fights versus their opponents, and BLG are saying, sure, man, give us the freebies. We will take them.
Legwork to begin with. It's about finding those harpoons that can break Edge of Night. It's about finding the solar flare that can force a cleanse from Elk before an objective really starts. And it's about making sure that Gala's not the one face-checking this and making sure that there's actually a little bit of safety here.
When are we going to nerf Nico clone duration? Like, it was literally just standing there for a solid 8 seconds. That seems like that shouldn't be that they want to here. So, Otacon has now spawned. Another dragon will be up and available in 3 minutes' time. IG need to get creative, and they need to be able to stabilize this game. Mako just dodging out, finally gets caught by a public execution, but you may have walked a little too far onto your red side jungle. Full snap engage comes out. 2 picks easily going over to BLG.
And that's not just now complete control over the bot side. That's Atacon as well that's going to be picked up single-handedly for exactly what it is that BLG are looking for. They'll take that Atacon down and now have a really good advantage moving up to this top side where Rookie, even with Phase Rush, is going to be in trouble.
Bye-bye. All right, Tangle Barbs lands. He's trying to walk down. What are we doing, Rookie brother? We're getting spaced by On. Doesn't land it. No deadly flourish. On. Laugh at him. Spam the emotes on this guy. It is a full-on attempt. IG are desperate. They are looking for a Nico, and all they're going to get for it is some sad B emotes and more of their base. All of their structures starting to get raised.
Yeah, a really good set of sidesteps here from Nico, just making sure that On's exactly where he needs to be, and more importantly, kind of flexing on Rookie, forcing the flash out of the Orianna is again incredibly important. And this is why I was sort of speaking about the weakness of the Orianna at the moment, right? This is Seraph's being finished, yes, great, but that's not a damage item. It's very much geared toward keeping you safe across the board as well. There's 3-level advantage top, jungle, 2 levels for the mid laners. Like, overall, having an 8-level lead across the team.
Might be looking to close on out, especially with 2 grubs on their side.
Yeah,
Baytron is making the route of a century. Finds the engage right onto Mako. He's gone. Bin may have missed out on the public execution, but don't worry, we'll get a complete display of BLG smashing IG here in Game 1.
Yeah, and I mean, that's taking the soul, no doubt. But this probably just ends up being game number 1 quite nicely and neatly, I would say, wrapped up by BLG. Their win condition was win around that 1 to 2 item marker, and now they've hit them 2 items across the board for all 4 topside carries. And I mean, what they need now is somebody to pick off Rookie, who's I thought maybe a little too far forward. These tier 2 turrets are notoriously difficult to defend, so with the Keeper's Verdict sort of threatening, good to see that he holds on to it, because that shortens the cooldown significantly. Maybe have another look at this tier 3 turret and start to break open the base.
Okay, oh, well, Bin, public execution misses again. A shockwave that lands onto him and deals absolutely no damage. Pop Blossom just to stop him. Fade's call to bring him back, and Baytron will find that kill. The Shy's knocked back to his base. You're going to have pure spectator tickets to watch your Nexus go down. Another kill here for BLG. The inhibitor soon to fall. BLG look like they can do no wrong. They can chase him under their Nexus turrets, and it is just child's play for them.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of speaks to how far ahead they are. The fact that Knight is flashing in under double Nexus turrets and still doesn't go down. That's probably going to be game 1 here. Rookie and the Shy with a last-ditch effort.
And BLG, we had questions if this was going to be as close as it looked during the regular season. They're going to take a single Nexus turret. They're going to play time.
Badly, and they give over all of these shutdowns. It gives IG a much better chance at fighting on their soul. Whereas JJ, who's just been caught again, just going to give them another fight.
Everybody's fighting. We got a fight on 2 fronts. But hey, you can try to split apart all of these games. Every single one of these fights, they will finally get this shutdown onto the Mbessa. But the rest of BLG will rout them. On gets the Pop Blossom. It is a triple kill coming in through for Elk and this Lethality Callista. Baytron says thank you. Next, let's go on to game number 2. BLG 25-6. Absolutely dominate Invictus Gaming.
And you were right here, Alk. There is no soul spawning. There is no soul being picked up. BLG don't even need the Baron this time round. They're just going to spot IG, who are walking around in their jungle, who, to be honest, are probably also saying, all right, thank you, next. Let's get into game number 2 and maybe put on a bit of a better performance.
All right, well, look, it's a short keeper's verdict. It's going to be one where you get to see the back of your base. The rest of BLG, maybe KDA padding here. They'll get a couple more kills to end this one off. But Bilibili, they strike first, and they strike